Mastering conditionals. Would, could, might. Hello, English learners. Today we're going to dive deeper into the fascinating world of conditional sentences. Specifically, we're going to learn how to use modal verbs, would, could, and might, in conditional clauses. These verbs play a key role in expressing hypothetical situations, politeness, and degrees of certainty or possibility. Let's get started. First, let's take a quick look at what these modal verbs mean in conditional sentences. Would is used to talk about hypothetical situations or to make polite requests. Could often suggests a possibility or potential. Might indicates a slight possibility or a hypothetical scenario. For example, if I had $1 million, I would travel around the world. If it didn't rain tomorrow, we could go to the beach. If I were you, I might take the day off. Now, let's practice. We'll be doing some role-playing exercises. These are fantastic for helping you think on your feet and use these modal verbs naturally. Let's start with a couple of scenarios. 1. Scenario 1. You're a travel agent, and your client wants to plan a vacation. But they're unsure about their plans due to some unpredictable weather. 2. Scenario 2. You're a career counselor. Your client is thinking about a career change, but they're uncertain about the potential outcomes. For each scenario, try to use all three modal verbs, would, could, might, at least once. Remember, it's all about context and expressing hypothetical situations or degrees of possibility. For example, Scenario 1. If the weather were good, you would surely enjoy the beaches in Hawaii. If it's sunny in Spain, you could consider a visit to Barcelona. If you decide to delay your vacation, you might get better deals in the off-season. Scenario 2. If you decided to switch to a tech job, you would need some coding skills. If you took some online courses, you could easily get the necessary skills. If you are open to remote work, you might find even more opportunities. This is the time to assess what we've learned. I'm going to give you some sentences, and I want you to change the verbs to would, could, or might, depending on the situation. 1. If he earns more money, he will buy a new car. 2. If she practices more, she will pass the exam. 3. If we had more time, we will visit the museum. Feel free to pause the video here, try it yourself, and then resume to check the answers. Answers. 1. If he earned more money, he could buy a new car. 2. If she practiced more, she might pass the exam. 3. If we had more time, we would visit the museum. Well done! You've made it to the end of this lesson on using would, could, and might in conditional sentences. Remember, practice makes perfect. So, keep practicing these role plays and exercises. Keep up the good work, and see you in our next lesson.